So today on Project Shop we have a massive pile of scrap here. Scrap's just everywhere. Pallets, trailers, in the shop. We can't even get in the shop. There's so much scrap in there. But I need to get this trailer cleaned off so I can take it to Miami tomorrow. Behind all these things, the big generator, which I believe has a aluminum housing, it looks like. The generator was nice and new. This is actually the nicest one I've ever gotten in here, but unfortunately it got struck by lightning. So we're gonna get it off. I got to get this thing weighed so I can pay my customer on it and get it off that massive pallet. I'm accumulating pallets. I got to get rid of them. Anyway, so we're gonna get this thing unstrapped, and then we're gonna go through this. We got a nice copper. We gotta be gentle with that. It's losing weight as I touch it. But we got some stainless here, some more stainless. These things actually have a extruded lip around them, so we'll at least be able to get something out of these. I got a water heater. I'm not gonna mess with that. We're just gonna send that. I'll cut the tops off of it, and I think there's a brass valve at the bottom. All I know is that thing is heavy. Heavier than it looks. I usually don't take water heaters, but we're gonna have to do something with it. And then I gotta get onto that other big trailer. That thing is loaded with some good scraps. So maybe we'll get to that today, but one thing at a time. We got to get this trailer offloaded so we can start loading it up. All right, man, now we're gonna move on to this wire. Now, I'd say 85–90% of this is gonna be just the number 2. I need to pull it out and sort through it real quick because it looks like there is some nuggets in there. That's that thick solid core stuff. Definitely strippable. That's a big old nugget right there. Definitely strippable. And then, you know, it's just got this stuff weeded all through it. Definitely strippable. So I need to get this box free. Oh, what's that? Oh. Definitely strippable. So, yeah, I need to get this stuff off of this pallet. I was trying to flip the pallet at the same time. So I can put this box back on there, and then we'll use this box for number 2 insulate. I got another bag over here, and there might be a couple little strands of number 2 laying around here that we can scrounge up. But yeah, definitely a big load. Now I had went and did the math on this wire before, I think on a live stream. It wasn't worth, you will make a little bit of money, but it's just not worth the time to strip it, in my opinion. So we're just gonna off it as is and then move on to something else. All right, man, we have this thing repacked. I stomped it down so it is a little bit less in there. And then this is what we got out of it. That's all number 2. We'll be stripping that. And then we stripped all this. I had a mystery stripper in here today. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably clean this off real quick. Get a little copper in the bucket. It's always a good sign. And then I'm gonna mill through some of this stuff here, see what I'm gonna strip, see what I'm just gonna send off. I gotta see what's in here. I think this was all number 2. Yeah, this all can go right in the bin. And then when I'm down to it, smaller stuff I'm probably not gonna strip. The BX, probably not going to strip. I want to move on and get this aluminum wire out of here. I got a pile there, a pile here, and I think there's some BX down the bottom of this. This can's been around for a while. I want to get it out of here, and then we'll strip the number 2. We'll start a number 2 bin. I got a lot of number 2 around here. Some big old number 2 bus bars right there. Bunch of transformers and fan motors I recovered a while back and didn't do nothing with. And then I have some monster stators. I don't know if we're going to get to all that today, but I got monster rotors and stators, and I got electric motors everywhere. It's a mess over here, man. We are trying to clean up because the landlord's on me about the mess out front and out back. Kind of got a little overwhelmed over here, so we're going to be taking a break from bringing in the scrap, and we're just going to sort through everything we got in the shop, and then after that maybe spend 2 or 3 days actually sort in the shop, because I need to rearrange. Now that I got this machine, I got to see where that's going to go. Might find a home right there, or might find a home right outside the building. I don't know, but I got something else in the work that I'm going to need some new space for. Hopefully we can figure things out soon. I might even have to put that outside as well. I don't know. Or we might have to use the other bay. But it's something I've been wanting for a long time. And hopefully it comes together nicely and we find a good spot for it. So I'm gonna get on this and then we'll move on to these spools over here. Yeah, I got it. What we're gonna do is...
Yeah? Separate it as it goes?
I need you to just keep tension on it. So, hand weight behind it, pull over. You gotta keep it kind of tall. Why I need a clutch.
I think we'll get a bend.
Okay, here's the ticket for that job. We had 93 pounds of EC wire. That's the aluminum wire. $1.05 a pound. 97.65. Then we had number 2 copper, 34 pounds. $3.35 a pound. Wow, that came down. 113.90. Then we had number 1 wire, 27 pounds, $2.50 a pound. 67.50. Number 2 wire, 911 pounds, $1 a pound, $911. That was that big box. BX aluminum copper wire, 15 pounds, $1.50 a pound, $22.50. Bear Bright copper, 98 pounds, $3.70 a pound, $362.60. And then cast aluminum, 580 pounds, 63 cents a pound, $365.40 for $1,940.55. Now, that was actually just a little video of actually me and my wife scrapping. She actually was running the wire stripper. She'll probably never be on camera. She wants nothing to do with social media and YouTube and stuff like that, but she did want to run the machine, and I still have to film, so we had to selectively edit her out. But if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, because I literally have scrap piled up to the ceiling. We have monster motor stators I still got to get to, and just piles and piles of scrap. And wait till you see what I got out here. Those 2 little carts there are just the beginning. And then there's just so much scrap out there. You'll just have to stay tuned for the next video. I might just make a video on the scrap I have sitting around here. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Watch it. Look, it's dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before?